Georgia in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 35, he's open. There he goes down the right side. He's at the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Missouri Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football from climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the defense, got him at the 27. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Pulls it in at the 25. He gets a block. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off-play action on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Works. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
And Anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw, now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The running game has been slammed in reverse on the last 2 plays. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. On his feet at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This one's complete. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fakes to grab. Nice move there. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wide out trying to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score. Getting set for the point after.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. On the move at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is
It's a fumble on the play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run the sneak for it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Racing to the right. The 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to go up top on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Trying to beat him to the left. Find some fresh air. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting.
He's got it for a big play. There he goes to the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Used the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. opening play of this. Comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. With the catch, it's Thomas. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Georgia going back to work with another first down. He'll keep it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it.
Turning it on! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's still running after the move. There he goes! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. Pushed through behind his pad. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the scores on the sneak. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Powers through the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business. Yeah, total dominance.